We welcome you on the campus of Mid-America Nazarene University inside the Cook Center for the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic, put on by Mid-America Nazarene University. Got 4 teams here in this exhibition contest. All 4 will be in action tonight and then again tomorrow night. The first of these 2 games tonight is the Evangel Valor taking on the Dordt Defenders. Should be a great game. Both teams are 1-0 to start the year. We'll start with Evangel. They defeated Central Christian College of the Bible 125-81. And something that stuck out to me was that they had 7 players in double digits. Again, 7 players in double digits last week against Central Christian College. Should be hopefully trying to get all of them back in action. Again, you've got Drew McMillan and Tommy Pinniger that both shot the 3 ball really well. And you can see my color commentator, Noah Frankie, up there fixing the shot clock for us. Look at him go. What a stud. What an absolute stud. There it is. Look at that. Well done, Noah. Meanwhile, for the Dordt Defenders, they defeated William Woods last week 113-74. Jake Hargens led the way with 20 points. And they themselves also had 7 players scoring double digits. So the ball is going to be passed around a lot. Lots of different players able to score with some ability. It's going to be a really great game. Could be a high-scoring game between these two. Interested to see how the rebounding especially is affected in today's game. Evangel out-rebounded Central Christian College 40-24 in their win last week. Meanwhile, Dordt got out-rebounded last week by William Woods.
Welcome, everybody. Sorry, I missed that part. We're here now, though.
No, I pointed you out.
There you go.
Climbing up there. That is awesome.
Yeah, it should be a good one here. Dordt's receiving votes are ready to start the preseason, so this is going to be a team to watch the rest of the next couple months. And Evangel, a little bit smaller, but they got a chance here if they can rebound the way they did.
Yeah, pointed that out, how they out-rebounded Central Christian College 40-24. Quite a substantial margin.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see from here.
Okay, now for the starting lineup.
We're going to go straight into the starters. We'll be back after the starters to give our own take on the starters and keys to the game and such.
Now the starting lineup for Evangel University Valor. Starting at guards, 6-foot sophomore from Republic, Missouri, number 0, Drew McMillan. At the other guard, 6'3" senior from Dordt, Missouri, number 3, Garrett DeVault. At the other guard, 6'2" senior from Pearland, Texas, number 10, Bryce Ware. At forward, 6'7" sophomore from Springfield, Missouri, number 15, Harrison Denny. And at the other forward, 6'5" sophomore from Sparta, Missouri, number 23, Jacob Lafferty. Evangel is coached by Mert Cable.
All right, starters for tonight's game. Evangel has McMillan at 0, DeVault at 3, Ware at 10, LaFerry at 23, and Doing at 15. On the other side, Dordt from Iowa has got Milliken from 2, Harrigan's at 7, Powlick at 11, Proctor at 77, and 34 Van Essen. He did not play a game so far this year for Dordt, but he does get the start tonight.
Yeah, should be interesting. Wonder if it might have been an injury out of, but he's back in the lineup. Interested to see how he affects the game. Maybe can swing the rebounds back in favor of the Dordt defenders in this one. Dordt in the black, Evangel in the white. Getting set to tip off the 2025 Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic here in the Cook Center. And we are underway. Ty Van Essen to start with the ball, and he hands it off to his teammate Jake Hargens. Kick out to the wing, back to Hargens. Driving inside, nice putt, nice pass inside to the cutting Van Essen. Couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound there by Proctor. And they'll reset the offense. Got Proctor again. Van Essen gets it into Hargens, running out of time on the shot clock. Has to put something up and does. Somehow sneaks through all three defenders there, and Jake Hargens puts the defenders on the board.
And just like that, early on, we already see the size difference making a difference. Couple of boards, and Dordt ends up scoring off of 3 shots.
Yeah, that'll do it. That's something that Evangel will have to deal with. I mean, you can obviously see they are very undersized to this big physical Dordt team. That's something that, they're going to have to really work at getting offensive rebounds and boxing out and just those fundamentals in order to really have a chance. You can see an offensive foul on that last possession, so it'll be Dordt basketball. Here's Garrett DeVault. Couldn't get that one to go. Again, he led Dordt in scoring last week with 20. Nice drive inside. Couldn't get that one to go. And they're going to get Ty Van Essen on that foul. It'll be on the floor.
First team foul.
Yeah, good hustle there by Evangel. Gets a couple little boards here and has a chance now on an out-of-bounds play to make something happen.
Feeds it to Bryce Ware. It's now Jacob Lafferty back to Ware. Couldn't quite get it to go from just beyond the free throw. Now here comes Dordt coming the other way. So far the pace hasn't been too quick yet. Both these teams kind of settling into this game. Noah, do you think that will continue for the rest of the match?
Yeah, these two teams not looking to push the pace either side. They're just really looking to have good offense, good motion. Like you see, neither team really running actions. It's just 5-out motions here. And that's what we're probably going to see all night.
Drew McMillan driving. Good shot fake. And the tip-in is good. That's Jacob Lafferty on the bucket there to even things up. Nice shot fake on the other end. Picks up his dribble, though, and Evangel's back in the defense. There's a shot from Jake Hargens. No good. Evangel gets the rebound. Here he comes the other way. Able to go all the way through and in. Garrett DeVault with 2 defenders around him. Makes that bucket to put Evangel on top. Inside is Judson Henkel, and he is fouled. Looks like they got Bryce Ware on that one.
This will be something to watch all game here. We see early on, Dordt's choosing to switch because of the size. Can they take advantage of this roller right here and make something happen? Because he's going to go down. If this guy does not help, they're going to have opportunities all night.
Absolutely. We are moving on up with the graphics mid-game. Little replay review.
It's getting crazy out here at MNU.
There's more to come, folks. Driving inside is Connor Milliken and gets a nice board, just backing down the defender all the way to the hoop. That's something that Dordt will want to do for the rest of this game is just out-physical Evangel. They have the size advantage. It's just, will they put it to good use? There's a mismatch. inside. Great shot from Jacob Lafferty. He's already got 4.
Yeah, super athletic as we saw in the warm-ups. He can get up and down, and he's going to have to use that advantage, especially with their size difference.
There's a 3 ball. That's Connor Milliken, and he gets it to go from the wing to give Dordt the advantage.
Out of bounds. See if we can catch it on our replay here. Catches it in. Yeah, easily slid out of bounds.
It's a great call from our referees tonight. Tries to get his hands in there, couldn't quite get it. Shot fake from Van Essen. He'll put up this one, and it's good. Back-to-back 3-point shots, a quick 6-point swing. Now has Dordt on top by 4.
Look at what we've seen from the last 2 games. Just statistically, they shot 27 and 32 threes in their first 2 games, respectively, and so that's going to be something that's going to be key as well. So who can shoot it better? They're going to shoot a lot of them, that's for sure.
Nice drive, gets called for the foul. That is Jake Proctor on the foul, and that'll be Jacob Lafferty going to the free throw line.
Yeah, good move there to get to the basket. I'm not sure he did foul. He got a lot all ball, but either way, he's going to get a chance at the line.
That's his first, second team foul.
This is the first one. Lafferty has been active on the offensive side early. Been driving to the hoop, getting mismatches. There's not going to be a lot of those for Evangel tonight, but got to make the most of them when you have them.
Number 45, Ty Campbell checks in, graduate, a senior here at guard, 5'8" from Crane, Missouri. Looks a little short and stout, which means you're about to get some really good defense. That's how I know.
See, that's the only way that you can get time on the court when you're at that size.
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
You've got to be able to play great defense, and here he is immediately on the ball.
Good defense there. Evangel picking up the pace a little bit. If you're undersized, you do have to play really physical defense to try to bother the defense or bother the offense there.
Van Essen couldn't quite get the drive. That's a 3-pointer, and it's good. Connor Milliken knocks that one down. So early on, it is Dordt shooting the 3-ball well, like you said. Here's Campbell. Gets it to Lafferty. Backing down the defender. Good shot fake, but just missed the right-hander. Now driving Milliken, and that's a charge.
How about it? Good charge call there. Gets his feet set. Really easy call. Just ran through him. Good call there by the referee.
Yep, and we talked about last week about how, you know, the refs are trying to cut back on the charge calls, but like you said, you have to call the obvious ones, and you can see that one right there, clear as day. Good call, and Evangel basketball.
Number 55 comes in for Dordt. Dylan Schapp, junior forward, 6'5" from Iowa. So a local kid there. And 35 checks in as well. 35, Nick Hansen, freshman forward.
Great pass on the inside. Gets his own miss. Puts it back up. That one won't go. He tries to get it again. And it's going to be an over-the-back foul on number 15, Harrison Donen.
And that's going to be our first meet of the game. Which means you get a little time with Coach up here in the booth. Let's see which ones I saved. I know I had a couple here ready. All right, let's look at this gap help here. He has an opportunity here. Right there. That's a great gap, except he leaves a shooter open in the corner, right? And that is absolutely a shooter. Connor Milliken, who's been great all season last year, you cannot leave him open. So what do we have to do? He has to stunt and then fan, right? It's just a quick stunt and out. Otherwise, you're leaving this shooter right here dead open for a shot, and he's going to make a good 40% of those wide open, right? That's something that, like, Evangel has to do because of their size. They're going to have to be smart in that kind of way. Otherwise, you're giving up a lot of threes. But at the same time, Van Essen is driving here, right? You can't give him a clear path with the size difference. He's going to take this all the way in. So how many people can I get around him that's going to help? That's the first pass out, so I need my other guys out here to step up and make that play instead of my guy next to the ball. So we'll see if that change gets made. I'm sure that's something coaches talk about in the huddle.
A couple of substitutions made for Dordt. So they've got Asa Rogasic bringing up the ball. He's got it here, tries to pass it inside. Couldn't quite find Dylan Schapp on that one.
Yeah, I just thought they were just obviously in miscommunication there, but they do come into a press. It looks like a man press here for Dordt. Maybe to just disrupt the ball, but it has no effect.
There's a three-pointer, and it's good. That is Isaac Wooten. Shot the three ball really well last week. Put up 3 from beyond the arc on 5 attempts. I want to get him hot.
Like I said, Dordt's got the size advantage, but they also have to be smart on their routes. That's not one you want to take trailing.
That's another three-pointer from Connor Milliken.
How many are you going to leave them open? We just talked about it. They got to be smarter on their gaps. They're just not there.
Connor Milliken, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. Here's a three-pointer from Evangel, just a bit strong. Campbell tried to get the rebound, runs straight into the ref.
He took a little seat real quick. That's Rick, one of our veteran ref here for the Heart of Mary Conference. We love seeing Rick here. Like I said, threes are flying though.
Yeah.
Starting to see him come off the board, especially with the way the defense are playing.
Absolutely. Here's another three-pointer, and that one is good. That's a that's Steven Pulicek on the 3-ball for Dordt. And just like that, it's a 9-point game, starting to stretch the lead. Nice move, Ty Campbell. Great Euro step on the left side to get the bucket.
Look, and there's some pace from Dordt, but instantly a turnover, so maybe something they're going to have to work on, right? The rest of the guys have no idea the ball is coming. If you're not used to playing fast, it is disorienting, I'll say, at the least.
Absolutely.
Another sub here, number 7, Jake Hargens, comes back into the game. Yeah, this is going to be into this man press, but it's really not going to do much. It's just, can you pressure the point guard here and maybe disrupt the offense slightly, but it has no effect so far, even with their backup point guard.
Right. Excellent ball handler. Oh, shot fake way deep. Here's another shot fake inside and a bucket. That's going to be number 14, Goal Griesemer with the bucket. And that was a crazy shot fake. Who was that? Number 5, Tommy Pinniger on the outside. Yeah. I mean, that's a deep three. No real chance of making that, but still got the defender to jump. There's a three-pointer, gets his own miss, and puts in the floater. That's number 1, Asa Rogasic with the bucket.
Yeah, freshman from Florida. He's going to be able to shoot a little bit. They're asking him to pick up the pace, and as a point guard, a freshman, you're in your second game ever, it's going to be tough. They're going to have to pressure him. If I'm Evangel, to try to get the ball sped up and keep it in his hands if you can, because freshman is just so tough at this level.
Nearly intercepted that pass. There's another mid-range shot from Pogasic.
And no doubt he can shoot it.
Yeah.
It's just going to be – he's got 2 turnovers already. Let's keep forcing him tough situations.
Yeah, that's something – his game, I mean, 2 mid-range shots, that's something that is – just not as common anymore in the game. They're preaching shooting threes or driving to the hoop and getting layups, but that mid-range game proven to be really important for Pogasic. Wooten driving inside, gets the ball tipped away, and here comes Dordt the other way. 2-on-1, great move. Jake Hargens.
Really good move there. He just gets it to go 1-on-2. You have only 2 options. You just got to read the defense. He did it so well. They bite on the pass. He takes the layup.
Ooh.
Nobody really knows what to do when their point guard falls over. He's supposed to be the one catching it.
There's a 3-ball. Rims in and out. That one from Tommy Pinniger. And here comes Dordt the other way. And it looks like they're going to get the foul on Evangel, as Pogasic was driving to the rim.
Yeah, interesting call there. And here comes the platoon subs. Not quite a platoon, but pretty close. Good amount.
Yeah, it looks like Evangel is going back to pretty similar to that starting lineup, just trying to just sway the tides back in their favor.
Yeah, and especially down 11, they're going to have to figure out something here quick because Dordt can get this out of hand. But you do have 5 seconds until the media comes on the next dead ball, so that's something to watch out for.
Try to get a steal. Big shot fake. Proctor kicks it back out. There's a ball screen. Feed it to the screener. In the corner to Proctor. They swing it. Nice drive inside, but it's blocked.
Good block. Push the pace.
Jacob Lafferty
got to get in transition, 3-on-2.
puts it up and couldn't quite get that one to fall. That's Bryce Ware, but he will be heading to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, he had probably 1 or 2 more steps, honestly, until he should have been shooting that ball. But either way, he gets bailed out with the foul, so they're going to go to the free throw line. And it was a nice move, too. So he did everything he could. Just 1 or 2 more steps. Why not get right next to the rim and get your defender buried underneath? Van Essen comes back in. They take out the freshman point guard, which means the handling duties will go back to number 11, Steven Polek. Polek. How have you been saying it? I'm gonna have no idea.
Polacek?
Polacek, all right.
I think it's European.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. It's not my forte.
Van Essen matched up against Isaac Wooten. Feeds it inside to Hargens. He gets double teamed, but they find the open man. He shoots a 3 and knocks it down. There's Steven Polacek right on cue with the 3-ball.
Yeah, he just needed his name to be said, then he was going to show up and do something.
It's like when the teacher calls on you in class, right? You got to get the answer right.
Yep.
He did. Bryce Ware trying to get inside. Nice move. Gets his shoulder down and finds the finish. Falling to the floor. That's a great put up from Bryce Ware.
And that's going to get to our second media 10-minute timeout. Back in the coach's booth here.
Let's see it.
What we got happening here? We see here the Pioneers, or the Evangels.
That's next game, Noah.
Yeah, wrong one. They're in a 3-2 or 2-3 zone here, right? Which means they're trying to force them. They're trying to not give up too many paint touches.
Right.
Except they've already shot a lot of threes. So why are we in a 2-3? The thing is, they're trapping this very, very well. Look when this ball gets into it. Right there. That's the trap. That's the important trap right here happening, because they're hoping that if they can get the ball into the paint, they can somehow force a turnover when they try to kick back out. Really smart play there by Evangel. Next play here. Wrong one. We're getting there. We're working out the kinks here. Evangel offense. Right there. Oh, man. And I flashed it back. They get the switch with their big guy on the small guy. And he fumbles. He's got to take advantage, right? If they're going to switch, he's got to have to take advantage of this matchup every single time. Can't get there, but they will. The question is which team can make the better adjustments right now, because Dordt's up 10, and it doesn't seem like Evangel has made enough good plays to get back into it. But I like the adjustments Evangel's making. Can we stay with the 2-3 zone, and then can we somehow score on our mismatches?
Looks like Evangel's fallen back into the man, and now they settle into a 2-3 zone. They call it a foul. On the inside, looks like they got Jacob Lafferty on that one. Again, you saw that trap right there, like you said, on the inside, but still, I mean, he's close enough to the rim, able to get a shot, and with that many hands reaching toward the ball, you're destined to get a foul call there.
Yeah, at any level, but especially this level, I'll tell you that.
Van Essen, perfect from the free throw line. Dordt defenders with a 30-18 lead over the Valor. Just under 9 minutes to play here in the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic. Again, we'll be showing you that ceremony in between the two games tonight. So we'll make sure to stick around for that. There's a big three-pointer from Drew McMillan. He's a lethal shooter from beyond the arc.
Big shot by Proctor. Try to respond, cannot. Evangel, can they come back? A little run here coming.
Takes it all the way to the hoop. Couldn't get the shot to go, but a foul is called, and he'll head to the free throw line. Garrett DeVault at the line. He was their leading scorer in last week's win with 17. But both of these teams share the ball really well. Again, 7 players on each team recorded double digits in their last game. That is something that's a testament to similar to what the Pioneers had last week, just giving the ball up, unselfish basketball.
And the depth too, right? I mean, you talk about a team that's just unselfish, can get it anywhere they want it. And that helps a lot. I mean, 29 assists speaks for itself.
Yep. Evangel cuts the lead back down to 7. Got a nice little run brewing. Hargens gets inside, gets the foul call, and he'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, so the trap comes slightly late, though. We see here drives. He gets to the left hand, and here comes the help.
Yep.
But he's just, you're going to have to pick him up earlier if that's the play you want to have.
And the defender on that play for Evangel, another contender for name of the year, Acarius Staten Balance.
How about that?
Come on. Woo. ASB.
Man.
Checking into the game.
Redshirt freshman, 6 foot from Missouri. I'll give it to him so far. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if it beats Taco Biggs from last week.
You're right. Taco Biggs was pretty good. Yeah, I'll stick with Taco Biggs. Where's the NIL? I talked to him after the game, and he said, "Man, what are we doing? You got Taco Biggs, no Taco Bell in your hand."
Come on.
We'll have to work on that. So maybe I can sponsor him as an agent over here.
Noah Frankie, man of many talents.
Yeah, something like that.
Tries to get the drive. Now puts up the shot. No good. And Dordt with the rebound. Almost had it poked away. They're able to retain possession there.
Don't want your big man bringing up the ball, that's for sure. Good poke from behind.
Nice. There's Acarius.
Making a play. How about it? Freshman, I remember him. He played. I don't remember where he was last year, but I've definitely seen him play. He is a very physical defensive player, super quick on his feet.
Oh, and that was a miscommunication on defense. Dordt back to a double-digit lead. Dordt very content with staying in that man defense with the size advantage. Acarius feeds it inside. Now back to the corner, and they swing it back to the top. 5 seconds to shoot. Nice drive, and it's blocked, but a foul is called. They're going to get number 12, Judson Henkel, on that one. And Acarius Staten Balance will have a chance to score his first points of the season at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're going to say he didn't go straight up. His hands went down, which most of the time at this level, that's going to get you a foul whether you block it or not. So you could get a chance at the line to cut this back within 10 points. See if he can capitalize.
Caught the first one on a lucky bounce, and there's his first point as a member of the Evangel Valor. Knocks down both of them. Dordt 34, Evangel 25. 7 minutes to go in half number 1. Here's Jake Hargens bringing the ball up. Pass out to Van Essen. He's got it at the wing. Tries to feed it inside, but in and out of the hands of the big man. Yeah, that'll be a Dordt turnover.
Yeah, really good rotations there by Evangel, just moving around, causing a lot of havoc. And Dordt just can't quite figure it out. There's an open guy somewhere, but where can we find him?
Right. It's Dordt's 4th turnover. Evangel has 3 so far at this point in the game. Nice offensive rebound there. Tries to put it back up. It won't fall. And that one will go. That's Garrett DeVault getting in there and putting up Harrison Donig's miss. Here's Proctor, a 3 from the corner. It's good.
Good shot there by Proctor. That the trap comes. They find the guy. Wherever he came from, that's where you got to pass it to. They find him, and quickly that they can get points off of it. Evangel turns it around, turns it over. So Dordt's starting to figure it out. The aggressive Evangel defense is not paying off too much lately. We'll see if they kind of find a way to either get back into their man or at least a solid 2-3 zone instead of jumping around trying to trap somebody every moment.
Right, and something we saw last week with MNU's win over Mission University is they were very physical and fast-paced, but they just ran out of gas. They ran out of stamina in the second half.
Yep.
Could we see Evangel fall into the same trap?
I would probably say so early in the year, and being a team that doesn't really play fast. You know, and Dort's pushing the pace up the court, not necessarily once they get to the half court, they slow it down and run their action, but Evangel's going to get tired here soon. I can feel coming. They don't. Obviously, they had a lot of depth last game, but it's going to be tested. That's for sure.
Here's a full court press from Dordt. Just going to break down into a man press. Ty Campbell is back into the game, running the point.
I like Ty Campbell. Seems to run the offense well. Has a lot of good physical defense, and that's all you can really ask for a point guard, right?
Exactly. Nice cut. Keeps the ball in bounds. There's a three-pointer. He got fouled. Couldn't quite get that to go. But Harrison Donig will head to the free throw line for 3 shots.
One thing you can never do, foul a jump shooter. That is a missed play. If you're Dordt, you just can't ever give them chances at the free chances at the line, let alone any chances when they're not a great shooter out there. That's their 5-man. Don't let him get going. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what he had last game, but he's somebody I'm more willing to take shots than anybody else on the court right now. So,
yeah, Harrison Donig went 0 for 2 from beyond the arc last week, but went 5 for 6 from the free throw line. So, your point exactly. You want to see him take those shots from beyond the arc. You don't want to see him at the charity stripe.
And that's just a closeout mistake in my opinion, right? You're probably a short close on a guy like that, where he flew by him. You don't want him in the paint. You want him taking that shot. So, there's got to be smarter.
These are adjustments that we will definitely see head coach Brian Van Hoften make for his Dordt squad. Oh, nice pass inside. Ty Van Essen wide open. Great feed from Jake Hargens. Just amazing presence there, noticing the double team and able to find the open player. Cut inside. Gets double teamed. Tries to put it up. No foul called. It's a block, and here comes Dordt the other way.
Good kick.
Three-pointer, no good. Donig on the rebound.
Even with Evangel's size, massive size difference right now with 2 point guards in, you can't really see it. They're playing super physical and getting chances now. They have to limit their turnovers.
Oh, what a pass.
What a great pass that was.
Great vision right there. Wow. Isaac Wooten led his team with 5 assists last week, and he's showing a reason why. There's a three-pointer. That's Steven Pulacek.
Yeah, he's getting hot from the outside. That's 3 for him so far. And Dordt's showing why you can't leave them open on the outside. So Evangel's going to have to make adjustments because they're letting them shoot the ball with their zone. That's not exactly the case, but you also can't just let them go bang down below because there's a size difference.
Here's Donig on the outside, gets it to Campbell. Tries to drive, feeds it to Isaac Wooten. Time running out on the shot clock. Donig puts it up, couldn't quite get the bounce. Dordt with a nice defensive rebound. Tries to pass it up, somehow gets that pass inside, and it looks like Wooten got hurt. He's down. it looks like he might have gotten poked in the eye or something. So we'll take a quick injury timeout for Isaac Wooten. So he's already back up and standing.
Yeah, that's going to be our immediate timeout. We did add a little commentator's camera here for us today. So what do you think about Evangel's strategy here? Are you like it? Do you think it's effective, just not scoring on the other side? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, you can clearly see that they've been out physical so far in this first half. And, you know, I mean, there's still credit to them. They're still trying to get inside and take a lot of shots on the inside. You know, I mean, they haven't taken a ton of three-pointers really, or at least less than what we'd expect from them for being outsized. So they're still trying to get inside and get those good looks from inside the paint. Just not quite what they've wanted exactly this first half. You know, still down by 11, but there's time to make a run.
Yeah, the hardest thing is, right, you know that you're mismatched down low. It's 8 for 14, though, from Dordt from the outside.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unbelievable for any team to shoot that well from the three-point line. You just can't really expect that. I like their style of play, that trap the post as soon as they catch it and try to cause havoc. But when they're shooting that well, you have to make an adjustment somehow, right? And
how about this for Evangel? They are outscoring Dordt in the paint 23-16.
Wow, and that's exactly what you'd expect. 23 points in the paint.
Yeah.
But they've only shot 5 threes, and that's – I think they got to go inside more, especially with the mismatches they've had.
Right.
Off the switch, but who knows? Oh, man.
It's a big block right there.
Size versus size.
Wow.
Coast to coast with their big man. How about it?
Reed Friesen getting the block and gets it in, and Evangel will take a timeout. Head coach Bert Capel not happy with what he saw on that play.
Yeah, I mean, their big guy just gets a block, and then all right, I'm going to go coast to coast, do it myself. And that's a play you never want to see if you're obviously a coach.
No.
And that's why he's going to call timeout. I mean, it's effort at that point. When you're the big guy on the other team, the 5-man, who just made a block, somehow gets down the court before the rest of your guys, that's unexcusable. Can't happen ever.
Yeah, talked about maybe running out of stamina. You don't want to see this already at this point. Still in the first half. You know, if you are outsized, you have to be quicker than the other team. That's something that Evangel head coach Bert Capel understands, and he's going to try to will his guys into being the quicker team. Under 3 minutes to go here in half number 1. Dordt with a 13-point advantage. Inside, Jacob Lafferty finding Harrison Donig and puts that one up and in. He's missed a lot from point-blank range, but gets that one to go with the left hand.
Back into a man here, but a heavy gap man. Looks like they're trying to find somebody who can be their mid, their most important dude on the court, who stays down in between the paint, and then they're going to go back to man-to-man, which is a good adjustment if you're Evangel.
Yeah, trying to get the best of both worlds and limit the three-point shot while also getting the double teams on the inside. Puts it up, didn't get it off in time. Great defense from the Valor. Shot clock violation forces a turnover.
We got it here. Physical defense here. Then we got to drive. Great gap. He can't get around anybody. And then he just has to force up a shot when it's too late. That's very good defense by the Evangel, and adjustment already pays off.
Trying to get it back. If you can get it back into a few possession game here before halftime, this is definitely doable for Evangel.
Spacing needs to be fixed here for Evangel. That's
Yeah,
overloaded the whole side on accident here.
Hey, but it worked out. Garrett DeVault able to get the floater to go, and just like that, we're back down to single digits, 44-35. Garrett DeVault, first score in the game in double digits. And there's another Dordt turnover. Evangel defense starting to catch fire.
Yeah, like I said, that man-to-man switch is really working for them and just being super physical in the gap. That gets you best of both worlds. You don't have to worry about the guy being wide open on the three-point line, but you still get to have that struggle in the inside.
Tried another shot fake. It worked earlier in the half. Defender not biting on that one. Great cut inside, Garrett DeVault.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those already for him. They're going to have to keep an eye on him, man. Those cutters are so dangerous at any level. When you finally feel like you got a stout defense, you got the play stopped, and there goes the cutter. He's gone.
NBA range 3 is no good. Proctor trying to get the rebound. Now Hargens ends up with it, and they're going to call a foul on DeVault.
Such a good box out that everybody lets the ball fall. I mean, look at 23 down there just fighting his way around. Jalen Kirkpatrick, he's like, I got my guy boxed out. Somebody else go grab the ball. Nobody does. And some miscommunication gives Dordt back another chance.
Here's Jake Hargens at the free throw line. Made both of his free throws last week. And he missed the first. The foul was on the floor. It was a 1-and-1. And here comes Evangel coming the other way. Chance to make it a 2-possession game if they can capitalize here. Nice drive inside. DeVault again baseline, puts it up and in. And the lead is cut down to 5.
Basically the same play. Gets that inside hand to go. This time he doesn't have to cut it. He just takes it right to his face. Dordt has a timeout to give.
Yeah, use it or lose it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a block call. Let's see if he was set. That's obviously the biggest part. Let's see. Nope, wasn't set. The argument there is obviously there. Asa is out of control, right?
Yep.
So you have a guard that's out of control. That's probably a charge, but because he wasn't even close to set and he beat him to his spot, but wasn't set, then you're going to get that call.
So Asa Rogosic will head to the free throw line. This is a 1-and-1. Foul was on the floor. Shot clock is turned off, so whoever gets this rebound, if it is a miss, will get the last possession. First one falls, 45-39.
Exactly 24 seconds, NBA shot clock level. See if they can get an NBA-style point here. Maybe a little deep three, another cut. I could see a cut happening here from our boy, Caden. I mean, he's been all over the place. Sorry, I'm on the wrong side. That's not Caden. Garrett DeVault.
He brings up the ball now, letting some time come off the shot clock. 10 seconds left in half number 1. Pass out, and they're going to call an offensive foul. It's going to be on number 5. Excuse me, that's going to be on 45, Ty Campbell.
Yeah, we see right there the Hicks tips out. Just a little bit too much. And they're going to call that pretty close to every time. Yeah. Good call there by the refs.
4 seconds left. Got to hustle down court. Puts up a shot from the logo. It's good! What a shot from Jake Hargens to close out the half.
Look at this. He's going to get a chance here. Just drives it up. Nobody stops him. He pulls up from way downtown. NBA level. Am I right?
There it is.
Wasn't on the right side, but either way.
Spoke it into existence.
And that's going to finish the half. 48-39. Dordt dominates so far. And that's going to send us to halftime. We'll be back in 15 minutes to talk over the first half. Welcome back, folks, to Mid-American University and the Cook Center for our first game of the Up Out Classic. We have Dordt and Evangel facing off today. So far, we're going to look at a couple team stats here. Dordt University shooting 55% from the field, 8 for 15 from the three-point line, 53% total. Outstanding. 15 rebounds total, both tied at 6 offensive rebounds and 8 turnovers. And then for the Evangel Baylors, it's 48% from the field, 2 for 5 only from the three-point line, equaling 40%. And same 15, 6, and 6 turnovers. What's your thoughts on these, just the stats, going over our team stats here? What stands out to you the most?
There we go. We're back. We're back. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the stat that I'm most surprised about is the fact that Dordt has way more assists than Evangel. They're creating more. Again, 15 assists for 15 assists for Dordt, compared to Evangel 7. That is something that I'm sure Evangel talked about in the locker room at halftime, finding ways to feed the ball to all of these scorers.
Yeah.
I mean, we said it. They have 7 players that were in double digits last week, and you have to be able to get the ball to them in order for them to get those points.
A couple key standout players. First, for your Dordt, I don't even know. I should have looked that up. Defenders.
Dordt
wow,
Defenders.
What a name. Connor Milliken with 11 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 from 3. Like, he got left over in a couple of those on the hard trap, and they're going to have to watch out for him.
Yeah, absolutely lethal from beyond the arc. And a reason why they're shooting the 3-ball so well is, like you said, they're wide open. They're creating those looks, and that's going to be something Evangel needs to stop in the second half.
Yeah, on the other side, you got Garrett DeVault with 14 points already, 3 rebounds, 6 for 7. He's been super efficient. It's been from the cuts. It's been driving to the basket. A couple threes, but it's been mostly can I get to the rim, and he has.
Yeah, it's those baseline cuts, man. He's beaten the defender on the first step each and every time. He is going to be the key to success in the second half.
Yeah, so for Evangel, like you said, Garrett Duval is going to be the one running the show. The question is not there. They gave up 48 points. It's on the defensive end, right? And I think their heavy gap man is going to be the most successful thing they're going to have in this second half. I think the zone worked for a little bit. It kind of threw them for a loop, but they didn't get their offense going then. And then Dordt figured it out and took a run. So I think for them it's going to have to be, can we be really well stout in our man defense and gaps?
Yeah. But Evangel had so much momentum at the end of that half, cut the lead down to 6 until Jake Hargan's big 3, the buzzer beater there, kind of shifted the momentum back. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see who strikes first. You know, the first 2 minutes of the second half are the most important, right? Who's going to get their offense going? Who's going to stay locked in on defense?
And that's always the case in any game, but especially in a game when you're down 9, when you feel like it's at 6. Like you said, that shot was insane by Jake, and he pulls off from NBA range and just hits one, but you still have to respond. It's still 9, no matter what it is, right? And it's that mindset, can I cut it to 5 by the first media, cut it to like 1 by the 10-minute media, and then take the lead and push the last 10 minutes. So we'll see how both teams respond coming out of half. We got just 10 seconds left until we come back. Second half, clock is set, 20 minutes. Starters are out, 48-39. We are underway.
Evangel with the ball to start half number 2. Great pass inside, but Proctor is able to poke it away. That was a good look. Trying to get more assists. Couldn't quite get that one. Big stop for Dordt. Dordt turned the ball over more than Evangel in the first half, which typically isn't a recipe for success, but it's worked for them so far, trying to limit these turnovers in the second half.
Yeah, they obviously are not used to a whole lot of actions. They dropped something out of the half and barely ran it. But either way, it turns out to be a missed shot. Evangel goes the other way and can't make it, and it's going to be offensive call.
Yeah, that's Jacob Lafferty with a push-off right there. Ooh. Let's get a replay on that. Yeah, it looks like just got him on the back.
Yeah, he definitely got him there. Look at this. Boom, he's gone. Yep. Big boy.
Dordt the other way. Ty Van Essen kicks it to the wing. That's a three-pointer good from Connor Milliken, his 4th three-pointer of the game. He is up to 14 points now for the defenders.
Huge play there to extend the lead, come at the half. If they can dominate this next 5 minutes, it's going to be pretty much out of reach for Evangel.
Yep. They can't leave him open like that. Bryce Ware, great cut inside with the right hand, gets the finish.
Like I said, only 5 shots outside the three-point line for Evangel, and it seems like that's going to be the case again in the second half.
Tries to get the baseline. Now it's double team, but a great cut from Ty Van Essen. Getting himself open, an easy bucket, stretches the lead back out to 12.
Yeah, we saw Evangel all night being the one with the good cuts, and now it seems like Dordt figured it out as well. Someone's got to get a stop, though, and especially Evangel.
Kick out to Lafferty on the wing. Finds the cutter. Ball is poked around. And they're going to call possession, and it's going to go the other way. Dordt basketball.
Really good hands there by the Evangel Veilers. Sorry, the Dordt. Oh, defenders, man. I can't talk right now. Dordt figures it out, gets into the jump ball, and gets the possession arrow because of it. So good hustle there by the defenders.
It's another big stop. That's 3 out of 4 drives for Evangel. They haven't even gotten up a shot to start the second half. Inside, triple team, finding the open Proctor. Couldn't quite get the 3 to go, but a great board. No foul call on the putback from Judson Henkel.
Wow.
Now there's Bryce Ware. There's no foul on that one, but it'll be Valor basketball. Physical, tough to start the second half.
Yeah, the refs letting that one go, and that if I'm a coach, that's not a great sign, right? Because when you let that one go, it's about to get pretty ugly here. That's not something you want to see if you're a fan, player, whatever it is, even especially being a coach, though. You don't want to see your players get hurt.
Finds Jacob Lafferty on the inside. So back out, great cut. There's that baseline cut. Couldn't get the shot to go in, but a foul is called. Again, Garrett Duvall going back to his old bread and butter right there and earns himself a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, when you're attacking that guy, he basically has to make a choice here. Do I go after my guy here, or do I come into the gap, or do I stay back? He decides to come into the gap, and Garrett Duvall, one of the best cutters we've seen tonight, makes him pay for it.
Duvall missed the first free throw. He's got one more here. Drains it, 53-42. Dordt still with the lead. 17 minutes to go. Nice defense from Ware, losing the ball, barely gets over the timeline, and they call a foul on Bryce Ware. But really good defense up to that point.
I'm really okay with that if I'm Evangel, because I want to see the physicality from my team, and if you're going to get a foul call off somebody who just bumping around in the half court, that's totally fine with me.
Jake Hargan's bringing the ball up. Guarded by Lafferty.
Wow, no offensive call. They're banging down low, and they're letting him play.
Judson Henkel puts it up. Foul call there.
What would they call that one?
It's on Harrison Donig, just his second foul.
Now I will say they call it because he doesn't jump, and that is a rule. You have to jump if you're in the smile. So it is an easy call, but you're watching as a fan, and you're like, what the heck? He didn't even touch him. But you're in the smile, you have to jump. It's a safety thing.
Judson Henkel knocks down the first free throw. 54-42 now with 16:53 left. Second one rattles out. And there's another foul. So early in the second half, we saw the rest kind of letting them play a little bit. Now they're starting to get a little bit more strict with the foul calls.
Yeah, they got to do it on the right ones, right? It seems like some of these are ticky-tacky that they're calling. You got to call the big ones.
Bryce Ware from the wing. It's good. Big three-point shot there. Something that we would love to see more from the Valor offense.
Yeah, they've just been way too one-dimensional to even have a chance to keep up with the Dordt. Good trap there.
2-on-2 the other way. Gets it to DeVault. Couldn't quite get it to go. And now Proctor wide open. Lays it up and in on the other way. Finally some fast break points for Dordt.
Yeah, you have to finish through contact. You can't be the one, like looking for the call. Sometimes they're going to call it, sometimes they're not. Why not just go get the points instead of trying to get a foul call?
There's another three-point shot. Drew McMillan on that one.
Good shot by Drew McMillan, and they're going to step in right here and just say, hey, calm it down. We're going to call warning here. But techs might start flying with how physical they are, but it's a little bit on the refs. Like I said, they haven't called it.
Right.
And so you're letting them play like that, and then all of a sudden it gets too physical, and you're like, well, you kind of let me play a couple of those physical. So the refs got to be careful here and start calling it both really hard fouls, and so that way they just can't happen.
Cutting finds Van Essen for three. It's good. Ty Van Essen knocks down another three-pointer. He's got 14.
Yeah, his first three this season, as he did not play last game. He's 1 for 2 tonight, and that's a big shot for them.
Here's another three-pointer from Ware. No good. And we'll stay on this end of the floor, Valor basketball. As both teams were scurrying after that rebound.
Yeah, obviously there's a change in mentality now. Now they're looking to get the three ball flying, which is good, but you have to have some kind of balance.
Kind of an awkward shot there, but he gets his own miss and gets it back out. Drew McMillan thought about letting that one fly. He lets this one fly, and it's good. Drew McMillan, his second three-pointer of the game. And Evangel is back within 8. Nice drive on the inside, but it's poked away. And that's another turnover by Evangel. Here they come on the fast break. Jacob Lafferty inside, plants his feet, and gets the layup. It's a two-possession game.
Just like that, like I said, when Evangel gets the three going and then forces a turnover, it just feels so much different in this gym.
And trying to go after the ball here, and they get it. Another turnover, and he gets the timeout call as well. Evangel with all the momentum here. 14:26 left to play in half number 2. They have cut the lead down to 6. Coach Noah, what do you got for us?
All right, so the three ball hasn't been falling. So what do you see? You see screens. They're going to go under, except this is a great shooter. You're going to have to go over that screen if you want a chance to win this game, and he's going to knock that down basically every time he gets a chance. That's something that to look at for. Then very next play, we see that they get a turnover, force a turnover. No, that's not the right one. Here it is. They force a turnover. Look at, and I want to go all the way back. Look at the hustle from the defense. How many guys on our offense are already ahead of the ball? That's 3. You only have 1 guy down here for the Dordt defenders. You got to hustle back if you want a chance to win this game, especially when it's a tight game like this. Evangel gets a chance to go down, force a turnover, and score because of it. And then right there, when they call it a timeout, Evangel, really good hustle. They get on the ball. Coach calls a timeout, and this whole game has shifted. It was all of a sudden it was like 14, I think, coming out of the half, and now it's a 6-point game, 2 possessions, and Evangel has the ball. And it's the energy. That's been the biggest difference between these two teams in this last couple minutes. Dordt's not hustling back; they're dying with it, and Evangel seems to be keeping up their pace, even though they're not a super fast-paced team. Stamina hasn't come into effect, and it doesn't look like it will. These guys are super athletic and in condition, so we'll see if Evangel can respond here with a play out of a timeout. Probably an action coming. Dordt might jump into his zone to disrupt it. I would if I was a coach, but it looks like they're going to stay in the man.
Starters for both teams have been on the floor since the start of the second half. I mean, as Evangel head coach Bert Capel, you cannot take these guys out if they're creating this kind of momentum. Great cut.
Oh,
Lafferty
wow.
tries to go up and in.
Oh,
Almost
wow.
got the poster.
Woo.
Gets the foul call. Let's take another look.
How about that? He gets up with some authority. Can't get down with the authority, but, man, he wanted to go for the body. Woo-wee. And that's going to be our media timeout. How about that one? I didn't see him going up. I like
love
the
that.
effort, though, right? You get a huge media swift there just because of you get out of a timeout. You're like, okay, I'm going to try something here.
Yeah.
Why not? The momentum's on our side, and obviously he can't take advantage, but woo, he got up.
Man,
Oh, man, Evangel's going to have a chance at the line, though, down to cut it to 4. And that's the biggest part of that play, right?
Yep.
Even though he doesn't finish the cool dunk, he does cut it to possibly 4, and then it's a whole different ball game, right? And the physicality's been there on defense. Offensively, they're getting it going. I don't know. I like the Evangel's pace right now.
this is something that we did talk about the stamina
Yeah.
in the second half, and
Man.
they're showing that they are the better prepared team in that sense.
Yeah.
Dordt, again, not hustling back
Yeah.
on defense for those fast break points. And Evangel, they're showing they got a lot of fight and a lot of gas left in the tank.
And it's kind of surprising because Dort's not playing that physical defense, right?
No.
Evangel's all over the place on both sides of the ball. Even though they're not pushing up for fast break opportunities off a make, they are doing everything else, and it seems to be working for them. We'll see if they can respond somehow to Dordt defenders, because this is not looking good for them if they keep playing the way they are.
Jacob Lafferty to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one just a bit short. Still all 10 starters out there. Second one is good. It's a 5-point game now.
And they do get into that press. It's just going to be a man press to just try to disrupt them, but it's going to work, right, because they don't really have a stout point guard on that side of the ball.
Here's Hargens driving all the way to the basket. Kick to the corner. Here's a 3-point shot, and it's good. That's a huge three-pointer from Steven Pulacek to stop the Evangel run.
And he is 4 for 4 on a heater from the outside. Wow. They're going to have to know where he is at all times if they want to win this game.
Tries to pass it to Donig. Ball flies around a little bit. Still flying around, and they're going to get a foul call on Garrett DeVault there.
Yeah, it's just Lafferty tries to make a play that's just not there. Like, it's a good idea, but the play is not there. He's not paying attention, and then, your team's trying to hustle. You can't blame DeVault on that foul call, but you got to be smart when you're down points and try to get every possession on the scoreboard. Oh, man. And just as I'm talking, a foul call there. Let me look if he jumped. That might be it, because any other reason, it can't be. Yeah, he definitely jumped. Oh, he gets him. You think he gets up on the back of the head there? Oh, let me go farther than back. It doesn't look like it, but either way, foul call is a foul call, and he does miss the first one, but you hate to see those, especially now he has 3 fouls. He's gonna have to get the bench for a couple minutes.
63-54. As Ty Campbell checks back in for the Valor. Nice cut inside. Bryce Ware lost the handle, though.
And Dordt defenders are all over it. They know exactly where the play is going. That's one you've probably seen on film before, and they take advantage because of it. A couple subs here. Tommy Finger comes in, number 5, and number 3, Garrett DeVault, comes back in after just a quick break. Sorry, number 2, Isaac Wooten. Just a 9-point game, though, and like we saw how fast this thing can change. So we'll see what happens here, but I like where both teams are at in their position. I think Evangel has a good opportunity right there on the double dribble to come back and make it interesting for sure. I mean, they gave up 48 in the first half, right?
Right.
15 in the next 8 minutes. So
something's working.
Something's working here. Maybe it's just missed shots. I mean, 12 for 21 from the three-point line when they were 8 for 14. It's only 4 of the last 7, but it's still pretty good. Dordt's not really missing shots. It's just been about the turnovers.
Nice cut. Campbell puts it up and in and gets the and one call. Ty Campbell showing his strength there on the inside. Beautiful finish.
Yeah, great play there. He dishes it out, and then your defender's kind of dead. He's like, all right, I'm done. And now he pushes it back, and he gets it to go on a tough finish and cuts the lead to 7. It could be 6. I jinxed it. It's 7.
We're still learning. We only had one announcer jinx last week.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
Exactly.
1 so far now again, so.
Woon gets his hands on that one, and it'll be another turnover. Evangel basketball, that is now 12 turnovers for the defenders.
Yeah, and in the second half alone, they've had 4. Feels like a lot more, that's for sure, but, man, they're going to have to figure out how to take care of the ball.
63-56, a chance to make it a 2-possession game here on this trip for the Valor. Here's Luke Foster on the inside. Nice move. Kicks it out to Campbell. Here's a 3-point shot. No good. Just a bit strong. Tommy Pinniger's 3-point attempt.
It's not a bad shot. It's swing.
Yep.
It's exactly the one you're going to get in rhythm, but it doesn't fall.
And Luke Hargens drives but is fouled. Jake Hargens. And he will head to the free throw line.
Gives me a little bit of a Jake from State Farm vibe, for being honest. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it is. It's the haircut. It really is all about the haircut.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were talking about like his presence on the court.
Yeah.
It seems like he'd make a great insurance agent, or I don't know.
It feels like everything about him, like he's super reliable on the court, right? He brings it up, and he doesn't really turn over the ball. So you want someone reliable for your insurance. And then the way he plays is not super fancy. He just gets the job done.
The insurance agent knocks down the second free throw to make it an 8-point game.
We haven't seen Luke Foster in too much, but they're trying to see if they can get it in somebody to guard their big down the other side.
Great
He makes
cut.
a great pass on a great cut from Cole, and that one gets to go. So maybe he's Jokic out there. I don't know.
Ooh.
Maybe there's a Jokic on the bench. We didn't even know it. How would we have?
Yeah. Luke Foster, he was the 3rd leading scorer for Evangel last week. He got 14 points in their win, so he would love to get going off the bench.
Ooh, a little bit of push-off, no call. Good shot there.
Asa Rogasic had a great first half. He's up to 7 points now. Dordt still up by 8 with 11 minutes to go. And that one is off of Foster's foot. Oh. And it'll be a turnover. He is not happy with that call. He's got to watch himself.
Yeah, he's thankful that the ref turned around there and didn't see him.
Yeah.
That's probably –
That's a tech.
That's probably a tech.
Sees it.
Yeah. So still an 8-point game. Just over 10 minutes left. We'll have the media coming here soon.
Ty Campbell almost poked that ball away. Inside, great pass. And one is good from Steven Policek.
Man, that's exactly what you want to see out of the guy who's shooting that well, and he gets all the attention on the outside. He says, you know what, I can find somebody else, though, too, and get it going that way. And Dordt, every time you think they're maybe slipping, falls right back into it.
Policek is 4 for 4 from beyond the arc, but showing his ability to get inside as well. Knocks down the and one free throw, and it is now an 11-point lead for the defenders. Evangel needs to keep it close here in the next few possessions, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Man, this is getting an interesting game. It's like, man, neither team can quite grab control. Thankfully for Dordt, they got it in the first half, so it doesn't really matter. But this second half's been so inconsistent for both teams.
Tries to drive in there. They get the ball. Inside pass. That's a great feed.
Wow.
But Henkel can't quite get the finish, and here come the Valor the other way.
He's got a good positioning there. You got to get it to Foster and back out. Now you got to hit that. You got to hit that.
Nice pass mid-range from Foster, just a bit strong. Rebounded by Connor Milliken. Here's a drive. Kick back out. Gives it back to Rogasic, and that's another foul. And Evangel starting to get up there. That's already 9 fouls for them. And we still have over 9 minutes to play in this one. Excuse me, that's their 8th foul of the half.
All right, back to the coach's booth.
Let's see it.
Right here. You get the mismatch, right? But Luke Foster can't make the play. That's fine. They collapse. Right here, when they collapse on that guy moves, which means you're wide open on the outside. You have to take that shot every time. That's exactly what you're hoping for. If you're the Evangel Valors, you have to make a play there. Next play. We see here, great pass, great vision. Connor has had a great night from the outside, 4 for 4. So everybody pays attention to him. That means somebody's got to be open down low, and they get it to go. He can do it from both sides. Why not down low as well?
Yep.
And our last play, look at Luke Foster making an immediate impact. Look at this pass. He realizes Campbell gets it to him and realizes he can get it right back to him on just an easy pass right over the top of the defense. But that's also something with having a smaller defender on him, and because they switched, he can see right over the top of the defense and make an easy play. So I'm a little bit curious if Dordt will come out of the press or out of the switch here now that they have Luke Foster into the game. 2 bigs, really, with 14 as well, Cole Grissiemer. I wonder if they come out of the switch. That would be my guess as a coach, but we'll see from there. A lot of teams making plays, but neither one can quite grab control. It's just, like we said, Dordt already had the game really in the first half, so if Angel can't figure it out, then it's going to be Dordt by default.
Momentum is starting to head back towards Dordt's side as Rogasic knocks down both free throws. It is now a 13-point game. 71-58, 9:45 to go. Isaac Wooten on the outside. Finds Griesemer. Luke Foster now finds the cutting Wooten. Mismatch on the inside, loses the handle on it. And that's a turnover. And diving, Griesemer tried to get the ball back. Here comes Hargens the other way, gets the layup up and in, and it is now a 15-point game. Dordt has all of the momentum. Griesemer trying to create some space. Tommy thought about the three-pointer, thought better. Luke Foster on the mismatch, but gets a foul call right there on Connor Milliken, a late whistle, and Luke Foster will head to the free throw line.
16 foul. Luke Foster at the line, shooting 2.
Couldn't quite get the first one to drop. Yeah, Evangel's just been playing a sloppy second half overall with 9 personal fouls already. Still 9 minutes to play. They have to clean it up in order to finish this game. Second free throw from Luke Foster is good. 73-59 your score now. Nice defense from Campbell. Rogasic driving, kicks it out. Moving the ball around, trying to cut. That fadeaway won't go from Connor Milliken, and here comes Evangel the other way. Wooten tries the cut, doesn't work out. Now he's got it. He'll chuck up a 3, no good. Nice rebound right there from Cole Griesemer. Gets it inside to Luke Foster. He has the size advantage. Kicks it out to Tommy Pinniger. That three-pointer just a bit strong. No good, and a nice strong rebound there from Dylan Schapp. Proctor, nice pass inside. Back on the outside. Good cut, great feed. Wide open Dylan Schapp. Great assist from the driving Rogasic. And they were pressuring that one. It's going to be Evangel basketball. Evangel got a lot of starters back out on the floor as Jacob Lafferty checks back in, trying to make one final push here. Down 16, now is the time. If they're going to make a comeback, they got to start converting on every possession. Jacob Lafferty, pump fake on the three, but lost the ball, and that's going to be another turnover. Here comes Dordt the other way. Proctor gets it outside. That's a three-pointer. It's good from Connor Milliken. 5 of 6 from downtown. Dordt leads it by 19.
Yeah, now it's just kind of get down to hand. Dordt finally grabs control, and even though it's 7 minutes left, I feel pretty confident, and they probably do too, that they're going to win this game, but they still got to take care of the game, right? There still is a lot of time, and if you let loose, Evangel's going to take the ropes. They've shown they're not letting up.
Garrett Duvall will head to the free throw line after getting fouled on his last shot attempt, and he knocks down the first.
Yeah, I mean, offensively, it's been him or really nobody for them. It's 16 points now for Garrett Duvall. Next highest is 9 is McMillan, but he's shot it well, but it's not a whole lot, right? So they needed someone to come with him, and he still has time to someone to show up, but it's got to be soon.
7 minutes to go now in this first contest of the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic. Again, make sure to stick around for that ceremony in between games tonight. Pioneers will be taking on the Central Baptist Mustangs at 7:30. Don't want to miss that game. That three-pointer is no good, but a foul is called. That one's going to be on Tommy Pinniger, and that is the 10th foul. So now Dordt is in the double bonus for the last 6:47 of this one. A lot of free throws coming up for them.
This game's about to be a lot longer than 6:47. I'll tell you that. Both teams, one team in the double bonus, the other one in the bonus. There'll be a lot of clock stoppage going on here. I do see Dr. Luke Johnson, which means we might get some pep band going on in here in the second game.
Let's go.
I love it when the pep band's here. Shout out to the pep band. If any of you are listening before you're here, shout out to you.
That one last touched by the Dordt defender. It'll be Evangel basketball. 19-point game, 6:40 to go. And it looks like that's going to be Asa Rogasic on the foul. And Evangel is in the bonus, so that'll be Drew McMillan with a 1-and-1 right here.
Yeah, just 8 seconds in, we got another free throw. I'm hoping this isn't the way the game's going. You know, it's kind of exciting to see the Pioneers play again, so maybe it's just a little antsiness happening, but
cannot convert on the 1-and-1 opportunity, and that is a wasted possession from Evangel. Ooh, nice hands. McMillan gets the tie up and will force a turnover as Asa Rogasic is called with another foul, and now that is his 4th. So Rogasic, see if he will stay on the court. Looks like he will. Have to be careful, though, playing with 4 fouls. McMillan knocks down that free throw. He is up to double digits now with 10 points.
yeah, he's one that it looks like if he can get going as well as Duvall, this offense could be really good, but I haven't seen it too much yet tonight, to be honest.
Right, and I mean the double threat, really the triple threat of Dordt. Here's Proctor with a 3, no good. But Dordt, I mean, you got Connor Milliken, Jake Hargens, and Steven Pulacek leading the way.
Yeah.
with 17 points, 14 points, and 15 points respectively, and Ty Van Essen with 14 points as well.
Hey, how about that? Shout out to Ty Van Essen's first games this year, and he's showing up big time
Yeah.
as Evangel's 2 forced turnovers in a row. Can they finish, though?
Cannot quite make the three, but a nice rebound on the inside by Garrett DeVault, and he'll head back to the free throw line.
I'm not a huge fan of a transition 3 in any circumstance. I feel like if you're in 2v1 especially, you better attack the rim and at least just make the best decision you can. But either way, they get to the free throw line, so they're going to get a chance for 2 points and cut it down to 13, which is manageable at 5:46. It's just got to be in the defensive end more than it is on the offensive end. Can we continue to get stops like they have been, forcing 2 turnovers in a row?
The key has been the number of assists for Dordt and Evangel. 21 assists for Dordt and only 12 for the Valor. And honestly, I mean, I think that's been the difference in the game, has been the ability to create shots off of the pass.
Yeah, they had 29 assists, the Valor did in their first game, and it's been nothing similar to that here. But it's just shots haven't fallen a little bit as well, so it's not like they're not sharing it. It's definitely not falling.
Here's a three-pointer from Milliken. Cannot get it to go. Nearly his 6th three-pointer of the night. Here's a three-pointer on the other end. It's good. Drew McMillan.
Yeah, McMillan's starting to feel himself a little bit. That's 14 for him. So just like I said, somebody needs to show up with DeVault. He does.
11-point game now. That's a nice move.
Yeah, but
Connor Milliken.
You just can't let your guy go blow by you on the other end after you get a 3, you know?
He'll try another one, and it rims just out. And they're going to call a foul as Van Essen tried to come down with the rebound. Starting to get a little bit chippy out there. See if the rest can keep the players in line for the last 5 minutes. We'll hit our under 5 media timeout.
Yeah, we're going to go to a first commercial break here. You are on Pioneer Sports Network here at the MNU Cook Center, and we'll be right back.
baby. Let's go.
We are back here in the Cook Center. 81-68 is your score. That is our last media. 4:48 left in the second half. Both teams in double bonus. And Van Essen is at the line.
2 for 2 from the charity stripe so far tonight for the big man. Make that 3 for 3. That one no good. Great rebound from Harrison Donig. Here comes Evangel the other way in the fast break off the free throw. That is going to be Dordt basketball.
Yeah, they're going to say he touched the rim early.
Yeah.
See if our replay caught it. It did. Yeah, he definitely got all over that before it was even close to down. Touched the rim right there. Ball's on and still on. Oh, there. He tries to push it in. So 82-68 is your score. 4:30 and counting.
Yeah, 14-point game. Evangel going to need a lot of stops and a lot of buckets on the other end in order to get back in this one. Nice kick out.
Look at the ball movement.
Inside.
Absolutely great ball move. Find the open guy on the side who's been mad hot. And another commentator's jinx. Oh, it's tough out here, guys. Just trying to do your job well, and you just keep jinxing.
Evangel basketball now. Got one stop.
Yeah, Dordt just going to put it on a little man press, really just to slow it down. I mean, they do it all night, but it's been going to be really more effective here at the end of the game.
Great cut. Garrett Duvall gets that one to fall. It's a 12-point game now.
Delay of game warning called on Evangel. But look at this tough bucket by Garrett Duvall. Gets to go on two guys. And he's been there all night at the rim, finishing well. That gives him is at 19.
Wow.
Evangel is a good team, you know, but Dordt's size and shooting ability is top 25 in the country, that's for sure.
Yep. Yeah, like you said, is a team that got some votes during the preseason for being nationally ranked, and they've definitely got even more growth. And
yeah,
could easily see this team making another national tournament appearance, maybe making a top 25 appearance. Here comes Garrett Duvall the other way, gets another bucket, and just like that, it's a 10-point game, 3:15 to go. Not too late. Evangel staying right there with them.
Just a 10-point game. I mean, you never know. 3 minutes left is a lot of time.
It is.
But they're going to have to play good defense on the outside like that. That's a turnover forced by Lafferty, and he's going to get the foul as well. So he's going to get a chance to cut it to 8 on the free throw line. And the clock stops, which is the most important part.
This is really smart from Jacob Lafferty. He could have come and cut back the other way, but he knew if he kept driving along the sideline that he was going to get that foul call if he just kept going. And in the double bonus, got 2 free throws here. Chance to cut it to single digits.
And he's had a tough time, though, at the free throw line. 2 for 4, now 2 for 5 after that one. It's, you know, someone super athletic like that, that's not surprising to see. A little bit of a struggle at the free throw line, but, man, these are big ones.
9-point game now, 2:56 to go. Evangel showing a lot of fight here in the last few minutes of this one.
Good pressure by the Evangel defense.
Yeah, they're staying aggressive. Now he picked up his dribble, needs to find a pass, gets it to
There it
Proctor.
is. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, they do get the timeout call there. So just before the 5-second call, they call timeout, and it's going to be at 82-73. Evangel decides, hey, I'm just going to huddle right here with the refs. I don't need a coach. Let's talk to the refs. Maybe they'll give me more insight of what I can do to win this game. Yeah, okay, so they checked the replay. Easy call. We're going to go to commercial break for this 30-second timeout. And we are back. 9-point game, 2:38. The Evangel Valor have found a way back into this game. Every time it feels like they're out of it, they come back. And 13 seconds on the shot clock. Dordt gets it in. They're going to run an action to see if they can get something 4 low.
Inside, Hargens cannot get that bucket to go. Here comes Evangel the other way. Duvall will slow things down. Can't slow it down too much, though. Picking up the pace. Driving inside, and one! Garrett Duvall! What a bucket. And it's a 7-point game.
Who else other than Garrett Duvall getting it going for the Evangel Valor? Goes up that right side on the cross and gets it to go. Yeah, you can celebrate a little bit, big fella.
6-point difference now, 2:15 to go. Evangel on a 17-3 run over the past 5 minutes and change. The travel called on Van Essen. A huge turnover there.
Now they're going to get a chance to cut it to one possession here with a score, and Dordt's going to make their substitution here. Big number 55, Dylan Schapp's going to come in the game, see if he can cause some havoc down there. He looks a little bigger than 6'5", if I'm being honest. I don't know how many times I've seen him go too small on a roster. It's usually like, oh, this guy's 5'8", he's actually listed at 6'3".
I mean, yeah, Garrett Duvall has been driving to the paint so many times trying to get some size down there. How about Jacob Lafferty backing down the new defender? Gets the foul call. He'll head to the free throw line.
Check that one. Defenders in dismay about how they fouled there. But the arms do come down just like that, right? I mean, it's super easy call as soon as the arms come down. That no matter if they block it or not, it's going to be the free throws.
Stud. 50% free throw shooter here at the line.
Oof,
Lafferty with some big free throws coming up.
We might be icing him trying to get the sweat. I don't know. Maybe it's helping him. Who knows? 1:49 left in this game. And it's getting interesting here.
Absolutely. Great heart and hustle shown from the Evangel Valor. Knocks down the first. 82-77 now. Lafferty up to 12 points on the night.
Yeah, just like that, Schapp's going to go out. Pulacek comes back in. Makes both. How about it?
4-point game, 72-58. 1:45 to go here in Game 1 of the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic. This game has the potential to be a classic, Noah.
It does, and Evangel's made it that way with their physical defense, just like right here. Jake's not going to get an easy chance after that trap.
Van Essen for three. It's good. What a huge three-pointer from Ty Van Essen to stretch the lead back out to 7. Man, did Dordt need that bucket.
Woo.
And they force a turnover on the other end. Falls down to the ground. And they got the timeout call before he lost possession. Big timeout there and a huge swing.
7 points is your spread right now with 1:08. And let's look at that last play here. They come with the trap, which, you know, with the minute 32, I'm not sure I would do, but that's what they've been doing all night, so you have to stay your discipline. Right here, the trap comes, which means Wooten has to go over to help in that first pass out, except he's just a little bit too heavy in the gap. He has to play two, and he misses the easy Van Essen pass, and he gets it to go, and that's a tough make, and stretches it out to 7 when it was 4 and felt way more manageable.
Yeah.
But they don't get the foul call down here. I was a little curious whether they'd call that.
Right.
I mean, it was a tight call. He does get the hip out slightly, was what I saw, but they don't, and they give him the timeout instead. So now they're going to have a chance to press and see if they can get a steal without them getting on their side.
Duvall tried to poke that one out. It'll stay on this end of the floor. 62 seconds to go.
And Proctor wanted that foul. You could tell he wanted every bit of that foul and didn't get it. Shout out to Big Ev, Brandon Clausen's son, Everett Clausen, and Isaac Clausen for running our towels today. A little short staff due to some class times and all that kind of stuff. Here at a college, you know, we want to focus on academics, right? Instead of athletics.
Exactly.
So we appreciate all the help we can get.
Absolutely. So shout out the Biggie Smalls t-shirt. Love it. It's like they're going to get Evangel on a foul there. They're going to get Bryce Ware. And these two free throws could potentially be the dagger for the Evangel Valor.
Yeah, but what a game for Evangel.
Yeah.
As much as it's going to hurt, it always hurts with the loss. it's super something to look forward to. You're playing a really tough team in Dordt, who's, in my opinion, probably finished the top 20 team in the nation. And your physicality was great all night. Your hustle was great. Your stamina level led up. The only question was, can you make a shot? And sometimes that doesn't happen. It's not necessarily that you don't have shot makers like they saw in the first game. They scored like 120. So a lot of good stuff to happen there for the Evangel Valors.
Nice rebound there and starting to get a little bit physical. The Dordt bench can sense the tide shifting as Evangel will head down to the other end. It's going to be 2 free throws from Connor Milliken. Go for it. Stuck with me the rest of this game. Last 47 seconds. Milliken knocks down the first free throw and the second. 21 points on the night for Connor Milliken. What a great game for the junior out of Fort Myers, Florida. Isaac Wooten, he'll try a deep one, no good. Milliken gets the rebound. And that should pretty much do it here in this one. Dordt will move to 2-0 on the season. Evangel will fall to 1-1. These two teams will match up tomorrow against MNU and I'm blanking. Against Central Baptist. And there's a putback from Jake Hargens as time expires in this one. Last three-point shot is good. So it finishes 91-81. Your final score, the Dordt defenders take down the Evangel Valor here in Game 1 of the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic. Your player of the game for your defenders has to be Connor Milliken. 21 points, 5 of 8 from beyond the arc, 6 rebounds and 6 assists on top of that. Just a great game from the junior. Really helped propel Dordt to the win and to stay undefeated on the season. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stick around for the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic ceremony in between the two games. The Pioneers should tip off in around 20 or 25 minutes. Don't miss that. We'll be back. Thank you so much for tuning in to Evangel versus Dordt here on MNUsports.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for Caden Gaberline and Branson Van Dyke for the 2025-26 Jeff Uphouse Memorial Scholarship Award winners. Our opening lineups, national anthem and invocation for Game 2 will begin in 20 minutes.